No, could you repeat that? Because I want that on film. I want that on film.
It's like the idea that like when you see a dick in your face, you get like 2 inches away from it and then stop. And speak at great length.
That's right.
This is the MO.
You know,
I'm going to speak poetry to your phallus
that's
now.
right. This is now I have an idea for a performance poem called "How Poets Give Fellatio."
Bless. And you'll have an actual dick, and it's like, this is a metaphor for a microphone.
That's right. I mean, and you know, honestly, I mean, after having performed in this theater as part of Rocky, I could, as long as we're in this venue, I don't think Dale would mind if I brought a dildo on stage. As far as the, huh?
Sylvia absolutely did.
Yeah, and now as far as the audience getting offended, I don't know.
I mean, we're all adults. I need you to take about a step like 1.5 feet back so I can actually see you.
Okay, whatever.
Fantastic. Also, like, you need to take your hat off so I can see your damn makeup.
Okay.
Too many shadows.
Okay. Actually, here, hold on. Hey, Thistle, since I wanted you to make a break for me here, while I'm doing the set, you look that over.
What?
An idea.
Fix your hair. Fix your hair.
Sure as hat.
I love you. Also...
Okay, so I don't have any more originals, so I thought I would end with a cover. Don't worry, Thistle, I didn't bring any Bukowski.
Bless.
Thank God.
This is Old Chip.
Old shit!
This is written by another poet. If you've been around me long enough, I know you've heard me do this shit before. This is Raymond Luczak.
Ah, yes.
From Minnesota. Good friend of mine, hell of a poet. And this is from his first book, St. Michael's Fall, which came out, I think, in 95. When I was, I don't know, I would have been 8.
I would have been 10.
I was 1 year old.
Oh, you were 3.
I was watching Sailor Moon like it was the greatest thing that ever existed.
Okay, so...
Yet.
Again, wow. All right.
Dio was a
Youngin.
thought.
Dio was nothing but an idea.
Can I take a film of you in that hat for this video? Like,
Yes. I'm part of the performance.
There we go.
no, look at Thistle. Look at this hat on the Thistle. It's a good time.
Right.
Anyway, here we go. We're gonna read some poetry.
Oh, all right. So I'm gonna do a couple of reviews and then we will call it a good night. This first one is called The Statue.
All right.
Autumn, a gathering of the brittleness to come. Muck leaves slapped the globe under her feet. Rakes clawed at her base. Paint chips became leaves. Weeds threatened in gusts to pass on their siege to gardens like ours. She listened to us playing in the house with 45s on the Panasonic and games off the shelves. In winter, she valiantly stood alone, burdened with layers of snow clinging to her shoulders. On bright January mornings from the bathroom window, I could not pinpoint her, everything in unbroken white, until I found her shadow of Lazarus stricken, leaving no impression on the blank face seen. Late spring rain streaked more at her blues and whites until the true color of her plaster molding showed. Her pedestal did not tilt under angry sleets, nor did she budge from the fear of slipping. The hash-brown grasses beckoned her broken fingertips, split infantile small cracks in the frozen shell of the earth. But not once did she fall of her own accord. Once a garden sale item, she stood tall as an altar, her manicured toes perched upon a globe, precariously balanced on an X pedestal. Her arms hung low, her fragile palms open and steady in her corner of the backyard. Her veil, drawn about her body, revealed scars of chipped plaster, now a baby blue fading onto its core. She was encircled with the scapular of bird droppings. She faced the orange sun sinking west, casting long shadows on the next dawn. Come summer, I could no longer avoid her tranquility. Grass blades waved with dandelion whiskers that suddenly flame by wind-borne whips. It seemed always the time to mow them down. The dim garage could not contain the smell of poured gas in the tiny tank. I rubbed lotion on my palms so the vibrations of the mower would not dry and numb them. Back and forth on the lawn, a shag carpet unrolled into a neat blanket, its subtle curves exposing a pleasant revelation between sun and shade. I plowed toward the statue. Round her base, I left only tufts. Then I bent to hug her. She did not recoil and almost dropped her. My arms spasmodic from her weight, I looked at her placid face as she lay there. Had I missed a cry of admonition? Pain? I looked around. The sky's azure had not changed. I heaved her pedestal away to find the grass a noodle-white X. Mowing over it, I felt good to see the tufts disappear. With her pedestal returned to its place, I bore up the statue, but I dropped again, much too heavy to even try. I left her there, her eyes still trusting as a child's. A few hours later, thunder clapped for rain. Standing at the toilet I saw, remembered. She now lay ravaged by furies of the storm, a whiteness glowing against the dour greenery. Her palms yielded nothing, but this hideousness of forgetting tortured me, a yearning for the same vision that sustained her soul. All right, and I'll do one more, and then I'll shut the fuck up.
I picked these poems because I read them and I thought they were neat.
That's true, yeah. So if you like, Millie picked these ones out. This, the last one of the night. This is called Hummingbirds.
Hummingbird shit.
Hummingbird shit, very fast.
Very small.
Very small, very fast. Our new sheet metal teacher left us boys alone in the cafeteria. My notebook was filled with sugar cubes of want. One of them said, "Hey you, what are you doing over there?" My fingers were only hummingbirds in a small cage. I sat up and freed my deaf voice, my hearing hands. They fluttered under my chin, in front of my chest, everywhere. The boy's eyes narrowed like a cat's for a minute. Then they stood up. My voice faltered as I felt their fierce wings beating. "Fairy, look at his hands swishing in the air." Lilac fragrances melted under globs of solder. The boys flaunted limp wrists. I shot all my birds in mid-flight. Thank you very much. I've been Cher Guevara. Welcome to the resurrection of Iconoclast. Thank you everybody for coming out. We will see you same time, same place, same week.
When you